See him a beast when he hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when he hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch on the champ, only me one round like yeah, me, I'm a G-Ring.
Fighting a CFFC 116 on December 16th and making his professional debut, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Jerry Lleshi. Jerry, my man, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great, dude. Thank you for joining me. I've been talking to a lot of CFFC 116 fighters. Super stoked for this card. And like I just said, your professional debut, I'm sure that has to have you excited as hell also.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been training for this fight for a while. I was supposed to fight this kid my last fight, but then something happened, and they ended up finding me a whole new opponent. But man, I've had 2 fight camps for this kid. Been training, just ready to go after it. So.
Yeah, man. And 4-0 as an amateur, like, what does that have? Like, what does that step up to pro mean for you? You're on the main card, pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to like let it get to my head, just go out there, just do the same thing. It's going to be a sick venue at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've watched a couple of my teammates fight there. So I know that it's going to be a sick venue there, but just try not to let it get to your head. There's going to be people there. So I just focus on what got to get done.
For sure, man. And, like you said, not getting to your head, but I still got to ask, like, first fight as a pro, what are you most looking forward to? Making your first professional walk opposed to your 4 other amateur walks?
I don't know. It's just, I feel like this is kind of the start to like my whole like real career, like amateurs is just kind of prepping you up for this like time right here, just going pro. So, I feel like I prepped myself good. I've been wrestling my whole life. I've been competing my whole life. And so I'm just ready to get after it. It's time.
Yeah, man. And you said you don't want to like let it get to your head, but maybe oppositely, it'll kind of get you excited almost because like, I'm not trying to get in your head, but you hear like sold out Hard Rock, John Morgan, CM Punk, UFC Fight Pass, like awesome show. Like as a fighter, you have to be excited for that, right?
No, I really am. I was just talking to everybody. We're actually all pumped. Our whole team, me, Eric, and my boy Matt Caracappa, all of us. We're all fighting on that card, and yeah, no, it's gonna be sick, man. I've never fought in Jersey. I'm from Jersey, so I'm pumping to have all my friends and family there, ready to get after it, man.
And this is your 4th fight with CFFC, I believe, correct?
No, this is my third. I had
It'll be your 3rd fight.
Yeah, 3rd fight. I mean, no, actually, this is my 4th fight. I've had 3 fights already, and this is my 4th. So. Yeah.
Well, perfect. I was right then. So, like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
No worries, bro. Cage Fury, great promotion. Like, what does it mean to represent them as a fighter?
I mean, they really do treat their fighters well. I fought at a couple of different promotions, so they really treat their fighters well, and they set up a sick event. There's no bull with them. They get you a good opponent, good fights. Everything's sick about them. They're cool guys over there.
Are you on a contract with them? Is it like a 1-fight deal?
No, yeah, I got a 3-fight contract with them.
Oh, word. So we'll be seeing plenty of Jerry Lleshi coming up.
Yeah. I'll be looking to stay active and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Love it, dude. And you mentioned you train at Dante Rivera over in Jersey. Great gym. I talked to Luke Fernandez before. Eric Nolan's a great guy too. Luke was actually supposed to be on this card. I believe his fight got pulled, unfortunately.
Yeah, he ended up he had to pull out of this fight. A couple things didn't go his way this camp, but yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back stronger and better. So
yeah, no doubt, man. But in a gym full of killers, you share the card with 2 fighters, anyways. Like, and you kind of just mentioned a couple minutes ago, the whole Dante Rivera squad army is going to be coming to this event. Like, who's all coming? How many people can we expect to be in that Hard Rock from your guys' gym and supporting you guys?
Eric sells about 200 tickets. Matt Caracappa, I know, sells a lot of tickets as well, probably like 100 or so. I sell 100 or so. There's other people in the card that also train at our gym. They just kind of cross train at our gym, and they're gonna have people there showing them love too, kind of knowing us. So there's gonna be a lot of people supporting Dante. Us. Probably like I'm expecting like 400 people probably screaming our names. So just all coming together as one. So it'll be sick, man. Yeah.
And I was just hanging out with Ian Alston yesterday, who trains over at like Marquez MMA and Daniel Gracie, and Eddie Torres is on the card too. So what I like about these Philly cards and Cage Fury is there's Dante Rivera, there's Marquez MMA, Daniel Gracie, Team Taino. There's so many great gyms within like a 20-mile radius. And Ian was saying like it's really cool to just go to these events and hang out with you guys backstage and see you guys. And it's just like a good like Philadelphia region bonding moment. And there's so many great fighters. Like I'm not going to support any one particular fighter, but I interviewed you, Eric, Ian, Eddie. So like I consider you're selling me, like I'm buying your ticket, I'm buying Eddie's ticket, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be a packed house. I can't wait, dude. Dante Rivera training camp. How has that been? I know you already had a fight scheduled against this guy. So like you said, plenty of time to prepare.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. I feel like every fight camp I have is a better fight camp than the last. I feel like I always improve and get better. So in my mind, I'm literally like, oh, this is the best fight camp I've had. Every camp I say that. So yeah, no, I feel ready, man. I've been training hard. I always train hard. I train twice a day, sometimes 3 times. I really put in the work. I don't take a lot of shortcuts and anything like that. So I really sacrifice a lot to be good. So, I'm ready to just go out there December 16th, do what I got to do, go home, enjoy with my family, and then chill out for a little bit. Because I've been pretty active this year. I haven't even the time. So I think I fought 3 times this year, but even the times where I've had fights lined up that didn't pan out. So I've been in and out of fight camp for the past 2 years. It feels like so I definitely feel pretty active.
Well, and the hard work certainly pays off. 4-0 as an amateur, looking to keep that going as a professional. And as I mentioned, dude, fighting CFFC 116 main card, going up against Bilal Hassan, who you already scheduled the fight before. What are your thoughts on him as an opponent?
He's a good striker. I feel hands wise, his hands are not that good. I feel like his kicks are pretty dangerous, so you got to watch out for that. But I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty well-rounded fighter. Obviously my wrestling is what I use the most, but I feel like at Dante's we roll jiu-jitsu freaking 5 days a week, for hours. So we're really good at that department. My boxing's getting up. My boxing's getting good. Everything's just kind of well-rounded. So, but yeah, his striking's good. So, just go out there, feel him out. Be all right.
Yeah, man. Before I ask you more about, before I ask you more about Bilal coming up, I did forget to ask you, who are your main training partners at Dante?
So I got Efren Escarino. He's pro fighter. I can't say his record off the top of my head, but he just won his last fight. He's a dead serious champ at 35 right now. Who else? Tim Dooling's been helping me a lot this camp. I got my boy Dan Esposito. Obviously, he's in there. Net Nazar Dimes. He's a 3-0 fighter, I think. Yeah, he's 3-0. Yeah, we got a packed house, a bunch of little guys. I roll with Darwin, Phil Caracappa. Phil Caracappa's a vet, so I get good work from him. And yeah, those are probably the main guys right there.
Word. I mean, a gym full of killers to help you prepare. Yeah. Having been scheduled to fight Bilal before, has there been any like bad blood between you two, or you're just extra hungry?
No, I'm just extra hungry right now, man. I really want this kid just to prove that like I could beat good guys like that. So it don't matter. It don't matter who's in front of me. Realistically, I'm gonna go out there and do the same thing I've been doing. Yeah, I don't see anything stopping me from getting my hand raised that December 16th.
I don't need like an outright prediction. Some people think that's kind of corny, but how do you see this fight playing out?
I feel like I'll get him real tired in the first round. I feel like my cardio is really good. My cardio's always been good. I've wrestled my whole life, so I kind of got that wrestling mentality. You ain't getting tired. So if he makes it out the first round, he'll be really tired. So after that, that's where I kind of like start succeeding in my fights, is where like I know they're tired and I know I could keep pushing. So it's like, hey, are you gonna keep pushing or what's gonna happen? You're either gonna push or you're gonna crumble. And a lot of times like I put that pressure on people. So I don't know. It's pretty hard to breathe when you're fighting me, man. So yeah.
And I mean, as a flyweight, even like bantamweight, featherweight, gas tank might be the most useful skill set to have. So love to hear that you got that going heading into this fight. Now, if you can at all, let's look past this fight. You go 1-0. You're undefeated as a professional now, 5-0 in your career. What's next, man? Well, I'm not necessarily talking future career goals. I'm just talking more so immediately. You going to stay with CFFC for the other 2 fights and try to get that belt?
Yeah, nah, definitely. I got my eyes on everything, especially that belt. You know, I got big aspirations, man. You know, I take it one step at a time, but you got to have big goals to succeed in this. So dream big, take it one step at a time, and yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna stay with CFFC. So that belt is something I would like to get in the near future for sure.
Talking those big aspirations, let's look forward even more. If everything goes down your way when you're like 40, 45 years old, career's behind you, everything went the way you wanted it to, what did you succeed? How does that look like?
You know, I just my dream, fight in the UFC, support my family, open up my own gym because I love coaching. I really do. I'm a middle school coach right now, so open up my own gym and just chill, man. I want to support the people around me. That's one of my biggest goals, man. So that's what I'm here for.
That's awesome, dude. And like, are there any fights, within the next 5 years or so that you could see yourself getting or that you want, whether it's like in CFFC or like a UFC fighter, anybody, just anybody you want to fight coming up?
You know, I don't know. There's a lot of tough 25 pounders. It's a tough weight class. You know, there's a lot like you're at a certain level, you're probably pretty skilled if you're a 25 pounder. You know what I'm saying? If you're
Yeah.
those guys are just like that. But I really don't know, man. I don't know who to call out. To be honest, I'm pretty early in my career, but I'm just coming for everybody. Like Hamzat said, I'm coming for everybody, man. I don't care who it is. Just give me somebody. I'm gonna fight them, and I'm gonna come out there with my hand raised, man. I'm doing it. I do everything to get my hand raised. You know, I try to push myself so I expect it almost. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey man, that's a great call out in itself right there. And you're so young. Everybody can still be yours. Don't worry about that, man. Long career ahead of you. I assume, as well as being a fighter, you're also a fan of the sport. Like, do you watch UFC?
yeah, for sure.
So next weekend, UFC 282. Let me just ask you about the co-main and the main event. Main event, obviously, Magomed Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz for the light heavyweight title. Who do you got there?
I got Jan Blachowicz. I like Jan. I don't know why. I just like him. I don't really I'm not too experienced with the bigger guys. You know, that's like nah. I don't know who like. Then those fights are up in there to me. But I
Yeah.
do like Jan, so I'm gonna go with him. So for sure.
Respect it. Respect it. That Polish power is unrivaled. Co-main event, Patty the freaking Batty taking on Jared Gordon. I actually interviewed Jared Gordon last night. Fully made me flip on this fight. I think Jared Gordon's going to take Patty to
I
school.
mean,
But what do you think?
know, I don't know. I do like Patty. I think he's really funny though. But you see, like I got some like diehard fans that I like, but most of the fights, man, I'm just there to like I don't bet or anything, so I'm just there to like purely just like like I'll go in there rooting for this guy sometimes, and then I'll end up liking the other guy just because he had
Yeah.
a sick fight, underdog, whatever the case might be. But yeah, I got my guys like Nate Diaz. I was a Nate Diaz fan. I really like him. Um, yeah, no, I like Max Holloway. He's probably one of my favorite active fighters right now. Um, yeah, so
Best sport in the world, bro. Best sport in the world. Win or lose, entertaining all the time. Like what got you into MMA? Was there a specific fighter or anything?
I've just wrestled my whole life. And just my friend, I don't even know what. Like, let me backtrack and try to like really think like what kind of struck it. I don't know. I think I was just hungry to compete after wrestling.
Yeah.
College wasn't for me. I really did not like college. So after I only wrestled a year at JUCO, I was like, all right, like I did good. Like I need to compete somehow. I just started fighting, and yeah, man, I started fighting like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's not long at all.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, I started so Graduated high school in 2018, wrestled year in college, started wrestling from like 2019. I mean, started fighting from 2019. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I wrestled my whole life too. So wrestlers that get in MMA, dangerous mofos. Did you have like a favorite fighter growing up? Like, how old were you when you started watching the sport?
I love the Diaz brothers. I like them. I like GSP. GSP was
Yeah.
probably like the guy that kind of stuck out. He was kind of like the Iron Man or the Captain America of like the fighters to me when I was like
Yeah.
smaller. So probably GSP for sure.
I used to love GSP. I got one of his Pop-'em dolls. I'm gonna try to get my pen on it. Bam, that one right there.
Right.
But yeah, man, UFC, best sport. Been loving it since I was a kid too. Can't wait to see you there someday, my man. So, let's take a break from talking fights here. We've been doing that for 15 minutes. Let me just ask you about Jerry the person, dude. Like when you're not Jerry the fighter, when you're not in the cage training or fighting, if that is ever a time in your life, what do you do, man? Do you have any like hobbies or interests?
I consider fighting's my hobbies and interests, but let's see. Like I do a lot of stuff. I like hanging out with my friends. I like staying out. I'll play basketball. I'll play sports. I'll play football. A couple of my friends play football every Saturday, like right around the corner. Do stuff like that. Damn, I sound boring right now. Let me think of
Nah,
what
you're
I
good,
do.
bro.
Let me
Dude, pretty
think.
much like every fighter I asked, that's like, nah, I just fight and train. So you're
Yeah,
already
no,
giving me
I
good
mean,
answers.
no, I feel like I do have some hobbies. I definitely chill. I like going for like walks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just simple stuff. I like seeing the beauty in life sometimes. So I'll go out for a walk. I'll chill. I'll do this. I'll do that. But I keep it simple. Shadow box on a lake or something like that. That's kind of my hobbies right there.
Playing touch butt in the park.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Regular
man,
stuff.
I totally understand that, dude. Being a professional fighter is a very physically and mentally demanding career. So take your time off, go enjoy your walks. Jerry, before we get out of here, man, I just want to give you the opportunity. You're gonna have a lot of eyes on you these next couple weeks, right? UFC Fight Pass, professional debut on the main card. You already have fans and supporters, family, friends. I'm sure you'll even get some haters over the next couple years. So I just want to give you the opportunity. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody? The mic is yours.
I don't know, guys. I work really hard for this. I don't see anybody taking anything away from me. I always see my hand getting raised. I'm built for this shit. This is what I do. This is everything to me. So I'll be damned if anybody takes anything away from me. I'm coming for it all. That's what I gotta say.
Love it, dude. Love it. Jerry, again, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate your time amidst a busy training camp and almost fight week. But ladies and gentlemen, when I say this, I sincerely mean it. Shoot this man a follow. I'll put his socials below and do not miss it. December 16th, Cage Fury 116 goes down. Jerry Lleshi making that professional debut. About to be 1-0. Jerry, my man, kick ass. And when you get that dub, we'll do it again. All right.
All right, thank you, my man. Nice talking to you.
Of course,
Appreciate
bro.
it.